Hello divas, dudes, and dolls, I'm Caricature, and welcome back to my living, laughing, and loving little review show, Very Slay, where we go over each and every runway look on RuPaul's Drag Race Season 16. And this is a bit of a weird episode because it's not so much a regular one with a runway as much as it's just about the performances that we get in these lip syncs. So be prepared to see a whole lot of performance outfits this week, and then 3 looks from our top 3. Now, to keep it fair, because this episode is not about the top 3, we get that next week, I've decided to keep those 3 ineligible to become the slay of the day this time. Now, when we go over these looks, as always, if I think that it just gets the job done, if it's nothing amazing, but it's good on its own, we give it an okay. If I love it, we give it a slay. And if I think it's particularly egregious, we give it an A. And as always, it's in efforts to find my weekly slay of the day, my favorite look of the episode, which will go into the post-crowning ranking video, which will be coming here soon, probably by the end of the month, to determine my slay of the season, my favorite look across all of season 16, and I'm gonna take that favorite look of mine and put pen to paper and illustrate that little sucker. In this first round, we have Dawn in this little zebra print bodysuit. I actually really like this. I think this might be my favorite thing I've seen her in. I actually think this might be my favorite mug of hers the entire competition. I don't know, there's something about it that the shape is slightly different, but it works. I adore this so much. I love this human unit on her as well. In terms of the garment, the best part of the whole thing is absolutely this draped blue piece in the front. I actually really like where it sits. Quite flattering position, quite flattering shape on her as well. And I just think that there's something that just elevates it a little bit beyond just being a bodysuit with some boots and gloves. I think that little added element takes it to the next level for me. I'm gonna give this a slay. Next up, we have her opponent. We have a mandatory meeting. I think this hair length is actually perfect on her, given that the biggest detriment to her challenge performance in the episode she was eliminated on was that her hair was too big and too in her face the whole time. This is out of the way, it's pushed back, and it's still light enough that it can move. It works really, really well for me. Thoroughly enjoy this. Now, getting into the look, it's a bodysuit. It's a basic performance outfit. It's purple. I actually really like the shoulders. I love the color on her. I do think I would have done maybe a different shoe. I either would have done like a thigh-high boot with this. I think the fringe is nice. It moves really beautifully on stage. It's a great dance costume. And ultimately, that's what the challenge calls for. So I'm not surprised that that's what she delivered. But again, the shoe choice makes me take this down to just being okay. In our second lip sync of the night, we have Q. This outfit, I hate. There is not a single thing about this that I like. Pattern clashing and things like that can get a little weird for me anyways. For this in particular, I don't think any of it works. I do not like the ruffle texture. I hate the hairstyle choice with this. I think it would have looked a little sleeker had she not done the ponytail, or had the ponytail not been this texture. I think had it just been like sleek, it would have been a little better. I think the volume and scale of the ruffles on the skirt is really nice when she's just standing there. But I just do not like the black panty with it. I hated the titty reveal that she did when she got eliminated after this lip sync. The proportions of it were just wonky. Easily my least favorite thing I've ever seen from Q. I'm giving this an A. Up next, we have Megami, who I personally think was such a shining star in this episode, and we'll talk about that a bit later, but this outfit is so correct to me. I absolutely love the cut in every place on this bodysuit. The sheer paneling is correct. The shape of everything is correct. It's the exact correct sense of scale. I love the jacket, I love the color play. The only thing that I wish would have been a little bit different with this look was the hair. I don't think that she needed the little braids in the ponytail, and I wish that the ponytail itself had been a little bit higher. I think it's a little low on the head. It makes the top of her head look really flat. Other than that though, I adore this look, and I think it's an incredibly good performance outfit. I think the reflective quality of the fabric that isn't sheer is great for stage. Giving this a slay, hands down. Next up, we have Morphine Love Dion. Now, the scale of this coat between the shoulder pads and then the hair on top of this is giving me Dynasty. Very much Alexis Carrington Colby if Alexis Carrington Colby was blonde. I love that particular aesthetic so much. This is fantastic to me. It's the right level of shimmer and sparkle and spectacle for the stage in terms of the size and scale of it. And on top of that, it reveals really nicely into this little bodysuit. And then she has a reveal underneath this where she's in this little bodysuit, this nude illusion bodysuit with some black embellishments and black beaded fringe, and this long sleek red wig underneath all of this 80s loveliness. The hair, I adore. The makeup is always on her. is going to be like chef's kiss correct. I think it goes without saying she is the face of the season and one of the best faces we've ever seen in the competition. I think her makeup is going to have a similar impact on the drag makeup world as a whole in the same way that Raven's did. I think the complete package that she's delivered in the look department tonight is a slay. Now, she chose to go up against Geneva Carr. I think the reveal coat is a reveal coat, very clearly, in the same way that Morphine's is, but I think Morphine's is sleeker as a silhouette, and I think it's more successful as a standalone garment than what Geneva's is. Geneva's looks a little too tinsely to me. I'm not a big fan of it. I don't like the fringy parts. I'm not a particular fan of it. I think this color of hair, though, is gorgeous on her. I think her makeup looks correct, as it usually does, but I particularly did not like the bodysuit she had underneath it. To me, when you're wearing that much body, I don't think you can get away with wearing a leotard that's got a panty that's about 2 inches across. It just does not look good. Just the cut of where the fringe hits on it, I did not like, and so for me, this whole look, I'm gonna give it an A2. In our fourth pair, we have Mirage. Now, I love her makeup. Again, she paints for the back row and it pays off. I love how large of an eye she has here. I actually really like the little hints of blue that are in her hair as well. Pulls into the outfit really nicely. The outfit itself, this purple and blue combo, I adore. The fabric is kind of giving me coquetry clothing a little bit, which is not a bad thing. And it's great for what the assignment called for just like a performance outfit. And the reveal into the bodysuit with the blue panels, the little mosaic pieces, I actually really liked as well. But at the same time, it's a dance costume. It's nothing I haven't seen before. She looks incredible in it, don't get me wrong, but I wasn't blown away by the overall aesthetic package of this, so I'm just going to give this an okay. And she chose to go up against Hershey. I think anybody who knows me knows that I love a good leather moment, so I was very here for this jacket and this bodysuit combo. My favorite part of this, though, is the hair. She looks like she's out of a 2005 music video. I adore it, the way she walks, how it flows. Oh, so good. She looks stunning. But like Mirage, it's a very basic costume. I don't think there's anything revolutionary going on in this. I really like the zipper placements on the bodysuit. I will give her that much. And I love a hoop earring. And you can't go wrong with a thigh-high boot with a look like this. But like Mirage, again, does not blow me away. So I'm just going to give it an okay. We have Maya Iman LePage in this red number, this long reveal coat that revealed into a little red and black dance costume. I thought the costume underneath it was really well designed. I actually liked the placements of all of the black panels and all the belts and everything. Worked really well on stage. I thought the hair was really cute on her too, and I loved her makeup with this. But again, like these last couple, it's nothing I haven't seen before, and it's nothing that I was over the moon about the aesthetic of. So I'm just going to give it an okay. Then we have Plasma. Oh, diva, Plasma. I love this wig on her, the first one. The wig that she has underneath it, this crunchy little old lady wig, burn it. It's not flattering on her. I think if she wants to wear a short wig, great. But she needs something that's got a little more body to it. For me, this was just a little too small of a sculpt, and I think after the performance, it just looked a little haggard. It was not my fave. Now, when we get into the bodysuit here, the cutouts are in very strange places, and I do not like that she's outlined them with the pink. The little pink cincher corset shape in the middle, I think is unnecessary as well. The tits on this bodysuit, I really don't like the little sparkle. This outfit is just not it. I don't like it, so I'm gonna give it an A. But again, the hair she started off with is cute, and I really like her makeup. I think her makeup has actually come quite a long way over the course of the season. And finally, out of our lip-syncing contestants tonight, we have Tsunami Muse. I've seen the video on Twitter that's gone viral of her. I think it's from like a New Year's event where she's in this same hair. Easily my favorite hair of the episode. The scale of it is perfect for her size. The color of it is gorgeous against her skin tone. And of course, as always, she is mugged down. And of course, she's mugged down. I actually really like this orange band across the neck. I think it pops against the hair really, really well. I like the starfish earring. And I like that she's giving us this look that's kind of giving like nautical pirate bloomers. There's just something about her drag that has this aquatic / nautical through line that I really, really like. And this look is giving me very like yo ho ho, but emphasis on the ho. I really adore it a lot. At first, I didn't like it, but it's grown on me a lot. So I think I'm actually gonna give it a slay. Now, getting into our top 3 here, they do present looks. I'm not going to spend a lot of time going over them because this is not about them. This is about the eliminated girls. First up, Nymphia Wind. Iconic, stunning, amazing. I love how technical and finessed this makeup is. And we have already had it confirmed that she made this look. It's incredible. I love this purple and orange color palette. Really, really gorgeous together with all these white accents. The headpiece, phenomenal. Once again, just untouchable work. Slay. Next we have Plain Jane with this googly eye, whatever this is. I think the hair is really, really cute. I love that on her. And the glasses actually being googly eyes, I wasn't expecting, but I think that's very, very silly, very, very funny. The outfit itself, it's a bodysuit with some googly eyes as like a peplum and a corset dress thingy and fringe. And then they're all over the legs and the shoes. I've seen the same idea done better. Sorry, this is an A. And then we have Sapphira, who's giving us the only woman at the Kentucky Derby, the only first lady of the biggest church in Atlanta. I love this look from top to bottom. The hat is ridiculous. The texture of the trim along the hemline is probably my favorite part of this whole look, but this color on her, divine. Love a clutch, love a white glove. Absolutely gonna give her a slay on this. Now, out of all 11 of the performance outfits we saw today, there were only really a couple that really got me together. This is kind of a toughie because it comes down to like personal preference in a lot of different ways, and I think the thing that is just ever so slightly edged out this look for me is the hair. So I'm going to be giving my slay of the day this week to Morphine Love Dion, but the first look that she came out in. Finally, somebody new gets on the list. I just want to take a second to talk about how much I love the fact that we got it this time. I know it's for real lip sync, and it was from Mirage and Morphine, and it was so good. And going into the end of the episode, I thought, that's gonna be the lip sync of the episode. Easily, that's gonna be the best one. That's the one that takes it for me by a long shot. But then lo and behold, we had the final lip sync between Megami and Morphine. For me, that lip sync alone is the lip sync of this season until we get something better in the finale. I thought what Megami did was stupid, it was campy, it was goofy, and I thought she did a really solid job at just being entertaining. I would have thoroughly enjoyed watching that type of performance in a club setting. Like, it was just fun. Both of their performances were just fun. Morphine was doing what Morphine does best, exuding sex appeal, dancing, just moving, and just, she knows, really both of them know exactly what to do with their bodies to make the most out of their respective performance styles. It was so good. And ultimately, I think it just comes down to which style of lip sync performance you prefer. I think I thoroughly would have enjoyed both of these styles of performance in a club setting, regardless of them being against each other. I love stupid drag so much, and Megami really nailed some of my favorite things that I love about stupid drag in this performance. I thought she absolutely, in this episode, cemented an all-stars run in her future. And she sold the hell out of all 4 of the lip syncs that we got from her in this one episode. Everything was fantastic. And arguably, she had the biggest range and styles in terms of what she had to perform. She really had to like hit multiple nails on the head to make it as far in as she did. And on top of that, she gave every single person a run for their money if she didn't just outright beat them. Fantastic episode for her. Great redemption storyline. Love to see it because I love me some Megami. And we love seeing Morphine win as well. I'm glad she finally won something. So that is going to be a wrap for me on this episode. I know the editing is probably going to be a little bit clunky because I kept changing mid-recording how I was going to talk about this particular episode. Here we are right at the end. Finally, the end is in sight. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We only have one more week before we crown our next American Drag Superstar. I personally went into this season being Team Nymphia, but I gotta say, I think Sapphira has taken it from me. I'm kind of hoping she takes the whole thing. Stay tuned for all the other stuff coming. It's looking like we're gonna be in a bit of a little bubble where we don't have Drag Race for once. It's a miracle. So in that time, I think we're gonna take a little trip down memory lane and we'll start going over Drag Race Season 1. I can't wait. We'll see you then. But be sure to go out there, stay kind, stay queer, and make sure that your day is very slay.